What's up, people? I actually dropped my phone. This phone takes a beating, I swear. Hopefully nothing broke, including the microphone adapter. But we'll see if you guys could hear me still. What I plan on doing today, these are just the 4 short course trucks I happen to have handy. This one came last week and this one came 2 days ago. This has a nice metal bottom. This actually has a metal bottom as well. This doesn't, but this has a cool bottom. I don't even know what you call this. And this is the most expensive, the Arrma. The Mojave Chrome. I really like the body for this. It's so easy to put on and off. I just wish it had lights. And I also got a ramp that I may try jumping. We'll see if this works. Now I just have to put these on. To be honest, I don't have any favorites here. If this one had lights, if the Arrma had lights, it would definitely be my favorite. It's the most expensive one. It works really well, but this body is something else. You could put this body on and off in the dark. The rest of them have clips, and if anyone knows, I hate clips. So let's see what we're gonna use first. We're gonna put the Arrma on first, since it's the easiest one. Do I actually even have that one for me? I do, it's here. Okay, let's put this on. I don't know how well this is gonna work, but we're gonna find out. Let me see how I'm gonna set this up. I may have it jump into the grass so I don't destroy my RCs. What do you guys think? You know, I'm not like these guys who get all these RCs for free. I actually pay for these. So let's see what we got here. Let's see something. Yeah, let's see if it'll work. Let's see. Is it going straight? Let's see. Let me adjust the steering a little bit. Okay. Let's see what we got, people. Don't laugh at my jumping. Okay, let's see what we got. One more time. The grass is too thick. What's up? For what? For what?
He's a 1A36. I had it on the set that I lost. I have a duplicate of it, but I need to get one more.
Can't get it?
So I'm on hold right now with Cornell's. I found it. See this 1A36 that
Yeah.
I wrote down from the gate? So look, right here. Let's see, I think it's Google. Yeah, see this? Look on the bottom what it says.
Yeah, 1/836, yeah.
Yeah, so you think that's a blank?
I don't
Or
know.
it's cut exactly the way I need it?
I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't want to
That's
steer you
not
the wrong direction.
I'm on the phone with the hardware store right now.
You're going over there now?
No, I'm not going over there. I want to see if
They have it?
these people that have it, that say it's a 1A36, is it already cut today?
True.
Or is it a blank, and then I could bring the blank over to them? They don't have the blank. I was there already.
Oh, yeah, that
It's
sucks.
it's a tiny rock. It's for a bill acceptor. You know, you have the dollar bill
Yeah.
acceptor on the machine. So it locks the top in case they break into the machine. Now they got to break into the bill acceptor too.
Yeah.
Makes it a little harder. But still, I never had a break in.
Never? Well, because you don't have your machines in bad spots. I'll be back. I got somebody's watching me making some videos.
See you later.
See you later. Sorry, people. That's the drawback of doing stuff near the house, because then you have everyone stopping to see you. So everyone, do you think this is going to work or what? One more time. Sorry, guys. That's what happens with one hand. Let's see. I don't even have a lot of high grass, and yet it's still not really good for the grass. Anyway, this is the first one. And let me get to the second one in a second. One more time. Yep. Too deep. Too deep. The grass is too deep there. So let's try something else. Let's try one of the other ones. Hold on, people. We got 3 more. Let's try this short course truck. Just got this last week. Unfortunately, it uses clips, and I hate clips. But let's see what we got. Let's put it on. Hold up. Where's it on and off? Okay. Let's see what we got. This one may work better in the grass. To be honest, the Arrma is the smallest. It's a 16 scale. All the others are 14. I'm coming. Okay. What do we think we got here? Let's see. Let's see if this one will work better in the grass. Yep. To be honest, that little bit of a bigger size really makes a difference. So if you're looking to play in any type of grass, the 16 scale Arrma, not so good. I mean, that little bit really makes a difference. One more time. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's go to the next one. And if you're wondering why I'm jumping it in grass, I'm not like these YouTubers who get these for free. I pay for these. So if I could get them and keep them in decent shape, that's the goal. Okay. What are we going to use next? Let's use the Violent RC next. See how this one's going to work. Hold on. Take the clips off. My favorite thing to do with these RCs. I hate clips. Okay, can I get my finger in here without taking them all off? Yes. Think. What happened? Thought I had it on. What the? I know it's charged because I just charged it. Ah, I didn't plug it back in. Okay. Okay, didn't plug it back in. There we go. Now it's plugged in. Forgot to plug it back in after I charged the battery. Give me 1 second, people. I'm coming. You know, the only reason I'm doing these live is because if I make these videos to edit them, I never get it done. So this way I figured, let me take you guys live. Some people won't like it because it takes a little while longer, but for me, it's easier. And like I said, this is just for fun. This one from Haiboxing I actually had for probably almost a year. Let me see something. There's different speeds on this one. I can't tell. I don't think so. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. One more. Let's go one more. Ah, I was hoping it would land the right way so I didn't have to come here. But another one that works good in this grass. It's a 14 scale. And what's funny is the Arrma is the most expensive. The Arrma was $269 even still till today. These are, I think this is 169 bucks, this one. They all have brushless motors. And they all have lights except the Arrma. One more jump for good luck. Ah! Do I have to control the jump better? Sure I do, but this is the first time I'm actually using the ramp. Will I get better? Sure. That's why it's landed in grass right now and not concrete. I have one more. One more. Give me 1 second. Oh, I lost the clip. Can you believe it? One clip I lost. Okay, now we're gonna go for the Hyper-Go. This one I just got yesterday. It actually feels like a, it's I don't know, it don't feel cheap, that's for sure. It comes with a metal frame. I just hate having to take everything off to put. The other thing with this is it looks like some parts, after it takes a few lumps, are going to come loose. And that's always the case with Hypergo and Valario, to be honest. Something I don't really have problems with Traxxas and Arrma, but Hypergo and Valario, there's always something dangling that I need to glue back or tape back. I don't know why. Yep, this is what I don't like about clips. Give me 1 second, people. If this was the Arrma body, it would be on already. I know some people still like clips. I hate them. Especially knowing what's out there now between Traxxas and Arrma. Their clipless bodies are crazy. They work great. They very rarely fall off for me. You know, I'm having a hard time putting pins in now and it's optimal weather. You know what it's like after it, you know, it's freezing outside or the RC is so dirty. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Man, today it's 88 degrees still. Whoa. Man, turning big turning radius. So hold on. Okay, people. Looks like I gotta fix the wheel a little bit. Hold on. Okay, not bad. Ready for a practice shot? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Man, this thing don't turn well at all. Let me see something. Man, I hit the curb because I couldn't turn. I couldn't turn enough. Okay. Here we go again. I don't know why the wheel's turning. Hold on. I have to fix it again. Okay, that looks better. You ready? Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Man, the turning radius on this thing is terrible. That's why I just hit the camera. And there's no way I could adjust it. Is there? Nope, no way I could adjust it. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not bad. Try one more time. I feel like this one has the easiest control to jump. Like I'm not doing anything and most of the time it's landing pretty good. One more time for the record. 1, 2, 3. Wow. So out of all 4 short course trucks, and I don't even know why they call them trucks. I call them short course cars because that's what they look like to me. This one definitely did best hands down. I mean, they're all nice, but if you're looking for something that, I mean, this took the jumps. I have no idea what I'm doing, and it took the jumps with ease. Oh, look at that. Got my first scratches here. I don't know if that's from the ramp or not, but I also like that the tethered. I lost one of the clips. What was it? The Violent RC. One of them I lost one of the clips. Or was it the Hosim? No, it was the Violent RC. Now, I also have one more that I'm going to use, and I'll explain why in a second. Oh, I was right. Things came loose in this one. Let me show you what I mean. So it's not just all talk. See what I said by things are going to get loose in this RC? You see this? This is the on-off switch. It was glued right here, and I knew it was going to be loose. Now, granted, somebody may say, is this supposed to be, one to jump? No. But it also shouldn't come off that easy, especially when I knew it was going to come off before it did. Hold on, let me just make sure everything's still working. Yep, okay, shut it off. And I have one more that I'm going to take out. Give me 1 second, people. I need a sip of a Diet Pepsi. Okay. This is the first RC I bought last year that really got me into the hobby. Is it the first RC I've ever owned? No. I had a Traxxas, I still do, Gravedigger that I bought from Monster Jam 13 years ago, maybe longer. I used it once, put it away, used it 5 years later, put it away, used it again, put it away, didn't really play with it much. Then I bought a Bigfoot like 2 years ago. It was the old Traxxas Bigfoot one. I bought it off somebody on eBay. Then they came out with the brushless version I bought. Then they came out with the 4-wheel drive Bigfoot I bought. So now I have like 4 Bigfoots. But anyway, long story short, this is the first one that got me back into the hobby. And, oh, I got the wrong controller. Hold on. Give me 1 second, people. Okay, here we go. Okay. Right now, this is on sale for $127 on Amazon. It's usually between $150 and $127. When it's on sale, it's $127. Right now, it's $127. Wow, the wheel's all messed up. Hold on. I gotta fix it. Hold on. Let me fix it. Still a little messed up. Yeah, it looks like the wheel's messed up. Huh? Did something break? I don't know about. Let me see something, because it looks like something is messed up. I don't get it. Yeah, it looks like something's wrong with the wheels. Let me see if I could get it to jump, and then I'll look at the wheels in a second. Yeah, the wheel looks a little. Let me see if I could adjust the wheel one more time. Okay, let's see what we got. Huh. The whatchamacallit truck by Hypergo did better. Try it again. And I'm not even saying there's not better RCs for 150 these days. I mean, there's so many. Wait, what happened to the bumper? What happened to the bumper? Got crushed. How'd that happen? How'd that happen? I mean, one landing and this thing looks like it went through the roof twice. Yeah, let's see what we got. Let's try it again. Ready, set, go. Try it again. I have to say the Hypergo landed, if I let go of the throttle, it landed right on its wheels. This one, I let go of the throttle and it lands on its top. Let's see one more time. One more jump. See, when I let it go, it lands right on its hood. Maybe I'm not jumping it correctly. I don't know. But it's definitely not, I mean, look at the grass I got growing out of the top of this thing. Let me see if anything broke. Oh, I'm missing a pin. I didn't realize these weren't tethered in either. Damn it. I lost another one. I'm missing something. Hold on. Oh. All right, looks like I'm just missing one of these pins. I still say it's a good RC for the price. I mean, are there better ones today for the price now? Maybe, but for right now it's $127. It's not bad. Let me take the camera and bring it towards me. We gotta clean these up. You know, for somebody who got into the hobby late in life, I got into all these toys late in life. I got into video games 2019. My son was, 2050? He was 4 or 5 years old, and I bought the Switch. I had no idea what the Switch was. I bought it. I started buying arcades for the room. I went to buy an arcade one up, something that was called, what was it called? It actually went over the door, or it had feet, but it already came together. It was 200 bucks. I ordered it and they sent me one of the full-size cabs for that was 400 bucks instead of 200 bucks. And originally I said, I'm not putting that together. I hate putting together anything. So I'm not putting together an arcade. But I called up QVC or HSN and they said, look, it's worth double. You could either keep it or send it back and we'll ship you yours that comes already built. But this is double the value. I thought about it. I got the tools that I needed, set some time apart, and sure enough, I put it together. And that was right when Arcade 1UP was taking off, and all the channels like P-Dubs and Michael B. the Game Genie and K-Fox was all getting started, well, at least with the hobby. So I went in. I must have bought 25 Arcade 1UPs. I still have probably over a dozen, maybe more. I had like 3 or 4 Pac-Mans, 3 or 4 Mortal Kombats. I had Outrun, I had Buck Hunter, I had the Turtles, I had NBA Jam. I sold them all. I would like to get the other gun one. I can't think of the name of it. I have Terminator 2. I really like it. I can't think of the name of the other one. But there's one with 2 guns that I would like to get now. I can't think of the name of it. Well, T2 had 2 guns too, but that's basically the only Arcade 1UP I don't have that I would want. And it looks like they're going out of business because they're not really coming out with anything at all. The last few years have been really bad. I even have the only, it's not a deluxe cab, it's the premium one, the KI premium cab that came with like the 19-inch screen or whatever. I don't even like KI, but I wanted to see how it was going to come. And it's a nice cabinet. It has that and Battletoads on it. I actually think I like Battletoads way more than I do KI. And that's what I end up playing if I do play it at all. To be honest, when my son's friends come over, that's what they play. My son has no interest for him. I don't really play him. It's when his friends come over. You know, he's 11 now, so I tried to upgrade his play space to fit his age. He has friends that still have the same stuff in it since they were like 3. And when you go to their house, there's nothing to do because they don't want to do arts and crafts no more. You know, they don't want to do that type of stuff. So at least when they come over here, his friends never want to leave. Between that and having all the virtual realities and all the games and stuff. My son, he don't enjoy it so much, but his friends do and I do. My son just likes a few iPad games and he calls it a day. But anyway, as you see in the 4 short course trucks that I have here, the one that did the best jumping was the Hyper-Go. To be honest, if you could feel this, I mean, this is a solid RC. I mean, it's solid. When you feel it, it feels premium. It don't feel cheap at all. This would be perfect if it had the clipless system of this car, because this is probably the best clipless system out of all the RCs right now. And I have 170 something, so I could test them out pretty well. This is probably the best. It stays engaged. It doesn't fall off you. So I just did some jumps with it. It didn't fall off, but you could put it on blindfolded. These I hate, trying to line these up. And again, this is good weather. You know what it's like? Is this on? Something's on. You know what it's like trying to put these clips on when it's cold out or it's dirty? Oh, this one's still on. Let me make sure it's off. Where did I put it? Okay, it's off. Again. Let me line them up for you. Out of the way. 1, 2, 3, for. You got to look at all 4 of them. This one's a little smaller. It's a 16 scale. 14, 14, 14. This is the most expensive at $269 even today. All brushless motors. This is the only one that don't come with any lights at all. But it's still one of my favorite because if you're not looking to jump it and you're just looking, you know, to run it in the street, this thing handles really good. And again, you can't beat the clipless system. You do miss the lights when you try to do something at night like I do sometimes, and you don't have lights and you can't see which way it's coming and going because you don't have no lights on it. So I do like the lights, and I do wish they offered something. Like if this was a Traxxas, they would have an extra kit so you could buy it and add the lights. I don't know why Arrma doesn't do it. Then out of these 3, this is going to have to be my favorite. It has the tethered clips, which are important because I lost a clip from this and a clip from my other Hypergo. So having those tethered, it's important. This thing, you saw the way it jumped. I mean, it jumped, it handled better than the little monster truck. I mean, this thing was almost perfect. If this had a better body, like a clip body like the Mojave, this would be my favorite without a doubt. The other problem is it has loose parts. Just like all Hypergos, they glue these parts with double-sided tape and they always fall off. Like this will fall off again. I probably have to add some more glue, you know, some more of my own glue. And I almost didn't, and that's the reason why somebody said, you know, somebody asked me the other day, but why do you still buy if you have so many? You never know what is gonna take the place of the others. Like this is either in first or second place dependent. Like I said, I really like the Arrma. I love the body. I just wish it had lights and it was a little bigger. This is definitely my at least second favorite. It's tied for first or second place. Again, if this had an easier body to clip on and off, this would be number 1. It still has a decent body. It's pretty thick. My least favorite is probably going to be the oldest one here, at least the oldest one for me. I had this probably going on almost a year. It's the only one, well, not true. The Arrma also has plastic underneath, but this is all plastic. This also has a different suspension system in the back. Do you see how this suspension is? I mean, I don't even know what they call it, but it's definitely different than all the others. All the others are like this. Yeah, all of them have plastic. Well, the Mojave has plastic, and this one has plastic. This is the one that I'm putting in last place. Something had to come in last place, and this came in last place. Now what I'm going to do is probably start getting rid of some of my RCs that I don't love because I need the space. I actually like the way this one looks, but build quality compared to all the others, I mean, even this one I just got last week, has a metal bottom too. Oh, the lights just came off. Where did, oh, I see it. I wish it had lights in the front. It don't. It just has this little thing here for lights, which, I mean, at least it comes on and off easy. But yeah, if I had to pick 2, it's going to be the Mojave, and it's going to be this one, the Hypergo. That means this one is going to see the dust eventually. It's going to either end up on eBay or I'm going to give it away. And the same thing for this one that I just got last week. Like I said, I got this one 2 days ago. This one I got last week. This one I got last year. And this one I got probably, whatever, 6 months ago, whenever the brushless version came out. Yeah, you could definitely feel the quality. I'm happy I got this. And what I almost didn't get this. I ordered this from HyperGo a month and a half ago. And actually 2 months ago. And after a month and a half, I sent them an email saying, "Where's my RC?" They said, "Well, because of the tariffs, we can't ship to America." I said, "Well, what does that mean then? You just keep my money?" They said, "No, we apologize. We'll refund you tomorrow." So if I never called them, they were just going to keep my money. And that was the second time I had a problem with MJX. The first time I ordered the Wrangler from them that comes in black and yellow. The yellow is the better version. It comes, I think, with a censored something. It comes with extra wheels. They sent me the black one. Even though inside the box the receipt showed the yellow version, they sent the wrong one. I called them up and they just basically didn't even say sorry. They just said, "Okay, we'll refund you the difference." I said, "Well, you have to refund me the difference. You didn't send me the right one." I said, "But I would have rather the yellow one." And they just wouldn't even offer me that option. And a good business, if you screw up and it's your fault, you have to do what's right to make it right. Just like QVC or HSN was doing when they sent me the wrong arcade one up. They sent me a $400 one instead of a $200 one. They were going to let me keep it because it was their screw up, or they were going to still eat the cost of sending that back and sending me the new one, because that's what a good business does. So I won't deal with MJX directly no more. 2 times, and 2 times something didn't go right. So, but I'm happy I did get this, because now it's my second favorite short course truck. Again, I just wish that we have clipless bodies. And some people say, "Well, why do you hate the clipless bodies?" Many reasons. Number one, in the cold, when they're really dirty, dusty, at least for me, it's really hard to get those clips back in. I mean, sometimes in ideal situations, it's hard for me to get those clips back in. So and there's ways. Look at this. This one, I'm telling you, if you don't own this one, the body for this thing, I mean, not only is this such a sturdy body, there's really no way of messing up. It's in. I mean, that's one-handed. It could be in the dark, and you're going to get that in. And this body is not falling off. And that's why, even though this is the most expensive one, but it has no lights, and it's the smallest one technically, I still really like it, because that body alone makes it a keeper. And yeah, it didn't jump as good as the HyperGo, but let's face it, people don't really jump these much anyway. I mean, I know in the videos you have people jumping them off roofs. And again, I jumped mine in the grass because I paid for all of mine. All 170 something RCs that I picked up in the last year and change all came out of my pocket. And that wouldn't change anyway. Even if people sent me things for free, I'm always going to be honest. I'm never going to, be dishonest to get free merchandise. I don't need it. If people send me things, that's cool, but I'm going to tell people the truth. If it's junk, it's, it is what it is. And again, I wouldn't even consider this junk. This is $169, I think. And this don't go on sale as often. $169. I think this one was $189, but if you go to like some of those Chinese websites, you could probably get it cheaper. I bought it from Amazon because it was like 1-day shipping. So for me, I'd rather spend the extra few bucks and get it the next day instead of waiting 3 months. And this I actually ordered on Amazon too, next day shipping. I paid a little more for it. I think I paid $189 for this, and I'm pretty sure it's like $150 or somewhere around there if you go to those other websites. But I also didn't feel like waiting that many. Man, there's bugs everywhere. That's what happens when you keep these things open, right? And I don't even like bugs. I'm not a bug person. That's why my wife laughs. She says, "You want to be in Florida, but you don't like bugs?" I said, "Yeah, I don't like bugs." Matter of fact, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I actually call my wife. Luckily, we don't have big bugs in the house, we only have, the only bugs we do have are the silverfish, and it's not like we have millions of them, but we do have them, and that's because of my boxes. I have a lot of boxes, and I also have a lot of records, and from what I understand, they eat the glue from boxes and records, so it's my fault that we have them, and my wife isn't too pleased because of it, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't even know where that bug went. He's hiding in my truck somewhere. Um, but yeah, I got to clean up. And that's why I have to start getting rid of a lot of items. And I keep saying this, but I'm going to do an eBay type of show on YouTube. And all the subscribers get an additional 10% off of everything I'm selling. You just have to send me a message, let me know you're a subscriber before you order. And it's not one item. You get 10% off of the whole order. And not just that one time. As long as you're a subscriber, you get 10% off. I'm going to have RC cars on there, new video games, new RC cars, also used video games, used RC cars. I'm going to have so many of those handheld devices. Like I just gave one away free last week. I just shipped it Tuesday of this week. Yesterday, I think I shipped it. One of those Pow Kitty devices that have 4,000 games on it. Well, a few years ago, before I got into RC cars, I was into those handhelds. And every time Pow Kitty and Ambernick came out with a new version, I bought it. And if you know those two companies, they come out with the plastic edition, then they come out with the metal edition, then they come out with a better edition, like every month. So I literally have 30 of them in the house. And the kicker is I don't even like playing video games in handheld too much. Really, I'm only going to keep one, so when I go on vacation, I have something to play. So I'm going to get rid of all of them. They're taking up too much space. Yeah, I got something flying in my car. They take up way too much space. So that has, they have to go. To be honest, there's a lot of things that are going to go. I'm a size 13, so I have a ton of size 13 sneakers that are going to go. I'm talking about everything from New Jordans to Gucci sneakers to Gucci boots to Louis Vuitton / Supreme items. And what's good about eBay now is they verify everything first. It gets shipped to them and then they ship it to you. So I don't have to worry about a customer saying I shipped them bricks. And a customer don't have to worry about me shipping them something that's not authentic because they bought a company who authenticates things. Pocketbooks, bags, all the high-end stuff. So I don't mind selling that stuff on there. I actually have the red Louis Vuitton / Supreme red leather jacket. If you go on eBay now, I think the last one sold for like $11,000, especially my size. Obviously, I'm not going to sell it for that. It'll be probably the best price on eBay, but don't forget you guys get 10% off on top of it. I have one of one sneakers because I used to also be really big into sneakers. Still love my sneakers, but I'm just not into them like I used to be. Like I don't need 200 sneakers no more. So I'm going to downsize on those. My wife is a size 8, so she has Louboutins and stuff she don't rock no more, especially after my son was born. She's not wearing high heels like that no more. I mean, she has like the thicker heels, but like the real thin ones, she don't wear too hard on her ankle. She broke her ankle playing with my son a few years ago. Point is, there's going to be a ton of good items on eBay that you guys are going to get the first dibs on. I think I'm going to do like a show kind of like an HSN QVC where I present the item, show you the item, and then say, okay, this is the price. And if you're a subscriber, it's 10% less. And just go through all the items that way. Then I'll list them on eBay so everyone can buy them. But of course, you guys get the additional 10% off. And I may even do different specials on top of the 10% off. I'm going to have records on there, new records, used records. I was in the middle of opening up a DJ store before COVID hit. So I was buying a lot of inventory of all the like 7-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch scratch records. And when COVID hit, it completely messed things up. I was in the process of renting a store. It was 2,500 square feet. We were going to even have like an octagon for people to come in and like do it. It was going to be great. But COVID completely messed things up. I actually lost money in the process of doing it, but I got all my material out. So I have thousands of scratch records that are from 5 years, from right before COVID. And I was buying them all the way until about a year ago. And then I stopped because then I wanted to figure, I'm sitting on all this inventory. Why am I buying until I figure out what I'm doing? So I have basically all the scratch records from like 2019 to like last year. Some of them are really hard to find because they're out of print. As if you know scratch records, they make 500, 1,000 of them, and that's it. So I have some real records that you guys again will get the best price on. I have turntables. I have again so many things I'm gonna sell, and I'm gonna try to do things quick because I need the space. So that means you guys are gonna get great prices, and you know I'll get my space back. And some of the things I'm also doing some more giveaways. I promised. I did a giveaway last week. One person participated. I kept my word. I shipped it to him. I shipped it yesterday. Cost him nothing to ship. All I asked was he a subscriber and he lived in the lower 48 states. That's it. I don't want to ship out of the country now because it's more expensive and it's also pain in the butt. There's cities and states and all that different. So it's just easier if people live within the 48 states for now. I may do a contest, a giveaway, and it'll be a game code. That way you could live anywhere around the world and I could just give you the code and you could download it as long as it's legal in your country, like a Switch game code or PS5 game code, whatever. But for now, we're going to do one more giveaway local. Well, when I say local, local to this country, it's going to be an RC and it's going to also be a new game. I'll post the video up, hopefully, maybe even tonight. And the more, these giveaways, I tried to do 3 and only one person participated in all 3 that I tried to do. I never thought giving something away for free would be so hard. The only thing I could think of is maybe everyone who was watching didn't live in the country, so they couldn't participate. But I didn't even get people leaving comments like, oh man, I wish I lived in the country, I would have, whatever. So I'm hoping, to grow this channel organically. These giveaways, I hope, eventually reach more people. People will realize that they're not fake, they're real. Don't cost you anything. You don't have to pay for shipping. You don't have to. Some people I see, they do giveaways, but you have to share the video with 60 people, share it with another 30 people, tag 14 people in it, then do this, then do that. Maybe that's why my channel ain't growing, because I'm not doing all those things. I just know when I see that, I hate it. So I'm keeping it simple right now. And I'm hoping that people appreciate that. And again, all it takes is I follow so many people on YouTube. This is the last thing I'm going to say before I go in for a moment. I follow so many people because if I could help somebody I don't know, even if it's not like a hobby that I'm really into, like I follow people that do the craziest things. But if I could help that channel, like this is the first time in life that you could actually help somebody that it won't cost you anything. It's not costing you time, except the 1 second it hits, for you to hit the subscribe button. And it's not costing you any money at all to help somebody. So a lot of times I see somebody trying to do something, I hit subscribe, and then I come back and I check it, even if it's not something that I love, I'll check it out from time to time to see what they're doing. Because if I could offer help and support, or if I could leave a comment, I know it makes that person's day, it helps them. Yeah, I'm actually helping these people grow their content. It's costing me nothing. It's costing me seconds out of my day, and that's it. And I'm helping these people. So, hopefully the gratitude comes back my way sometimes. That's all I'm hoping for. The more that I get, the more that I'm going to give away. I'm already giving away a lot of items. At least I tried to give away a lot of items all out of my pocket. And I'm not giving away $10 coupons either. The thing I gave away and I shipped yesterday, if you look up the price, it was probably $130 or something like that, even today. So they're good giveaways. Anyway, if anyone's still watching, thanks for watching. I'll try to make sure this video gets uploaded. For some reason, once I'm done with a live, the video don't go live. I have to go into the studio and make it go live so that people could rewatch it later on. And I'll also try to add the links to all of these because you could buy everything here on Amazon right now. Everything, including the one that I got yesterday. But every one of these cards you could get on Amazon, including my two favorites. This was $189 a few days ago, and this I checked earlier, it's still $269. And again, even though it has no lights, still my favorite. These two for sure. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll be doing another video in a little bit. I got a new video game. I've been getting new video games nonstop for the last few weeks. But I actually got the Tony Hawk limited edition that actually came with the skateboard. I thought it was going to come with a full skateboard. I didn't realize you needed to, to add the trucks and the wheels. It makes sense, but I was hoping it came complete. But I got that today. I have probably 8 or 9 Switch 2 games that I haven't played yet. I have a bunch of PlayStation 5 games I haven't played yet. I mean, too many to even think about. Like I said, I got to stop pre-ordering because I pre-order, but I'm busy, so it's like it just sits there, and my backlog just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Eventually, my backlog is going to be so big that even if I live to be 100, I'm not going to be able to catch up. So I'm probably going to stop. I think I have 4 or 5 more games, especially the collector editions. I still have 4 or 5 more coming from now to September, but I think after that, I'm going to stop because I'm not going to catch up as it is. I'll probably end up giving some of those games away. And that's some of the games I do have that I'm giving away, because if I bought the original and I didn't play it, and then I bought the collector edition, I don't need the collector edition and the original. So I'm giving the originals away. Never opened them, never played them. Me not shopping correctly, or not even not shopping correctly. Sometimes I didn't know they had a limited edition, or I couldn't get it, and then I could get it. I also have a few limited editions that I have like different variations, and I also don't need like 3 variations. So I'm also going to give those away to you guys. One of them, I think, was The Simpsons. Was it The Simpsons or the other yellow guy? It was one of the cartoons. It came with the small box, like this big, and then the other limited edition, the premium one, was like that big. I have both now. I don't need them, so I'm going to give away the smaller one. Also, what is it? The rough. I can't think of the name of it, but there was 2 of them that came out like 2 years ago. Gods of War something. The regular limited edition was like $200. It was a blue box, big one, but it was blue. The premium one was a yellow box. I think it also came with a record. I have both now. I don't need both. Never open them up. I'll keep the yellow one, give you guys the blue one. The reason that happened is because I couldn't find the yellow one at first. I found the blue one, but then when I found the yellow one, I bought it anyway. And I didn't open them yet. I also have probably 200 amiibos that I didn't open. I kept buying them, thinking I was going to open them, maybe do a show by opening them up. But now I'm really thinking if I should open them or not, because if I'm going to open them and then they end up for sale in the future, I mean, it makes no sense. Or if I'm going to give them away. I like my amiibos, don't get me wrong. When my son was playing video games, he used the amiibos. But now I haven't touched the amiibos in so long. I even have the amiibo cards. As a matter of fact, I just bought the amiibo cards for, what game was it for? Was it Street Fighter? They came out with amiibo cards. And I also have a bunch of the Animal Crossing cards? I bought the collection, but by buying the collection, I also ended up with so many doubles and triples. Those I'll give to you guys for free if you want them. I just got to find them. I'm not going to sell cards. So if anybody likes the amiibo Animal Crossings, I think they are, watch out for a video shortly, because I'll be giving those away. Those are easy to ship because they're just cards. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. I will be back later. It's warm out here, man. It's still 86 degrees. It's 6:08. My wife should be back shortly. We were going to go look for a refrigerator. I have a Samsung. When I bought this house 13 years ago, we bought all new appliances. I mean, everything, including the floor. We redid everything, right? We bought the first smart refrigerator 13 years ago. And within 5 years, it went from being a smart refrigerator to not a smart refrigerator. I should have known because basically all it is a tablet. And what happens to tablets as they get old? It used to have so many apps, and eventually we would lose one app. Like we had the weather app that disappeared, then we had a news app that disappeared, then we had another app that disappeared. I think all we have right now on there is Spotify. That's the only app that still works. I don't even know if it still works. It still worked a few years ago. It may not even work anymore. So now my wife don't want to get another smart refrigerator, even though I like the ones with the giant screens. But she's like, why? In 10 years, it's not going to work again. Then you have this big doofy screen that nothing works in. So I met her in the middle. Well, we didn't buy it yet, but we're going to see if it fits in our spot. They have the one that opens up from the outside, and you could put some like juices on one side. Like you don't have to open up the whole refrigerator. I mean, it's not really a smart refrigerator, but it has different ices and stuff. So we'll see. Um, I went to PC Richards, Lowe's, Home Depot, and Best Buy. The only one of those places that I didn't want to hang myself with is PC Richards. Best Buy, you could stand there for an hour and a half looking at a $5,000 refrigerator and not one person will come to you. The Lowe's, which I was surprised, Lowe's used to be really good. I guess it's the workers they got in there now. We were there for so long. One person was sitting at a desk, didn't even look up. Like my wife kept looking over, going around. Even if that wasn't his department, you would have thought he still would have been like, "Can we help you?" Or, that's not my department, but whatever. Didn't even look up. Best Buy, Lowe's, Home Depot, we were there for over an hour and not one person, sometimes 2 hours, and not one person came up to us. PC Richards, 5 minutes, two people asked us for help. Now, I know they work on commission, but that's the way it should be. I mean, I'm at these places, you're not looking to spend, you're talking about, I want to buy a new, even though my stove is 13 years old too, but I guess after 13 years, everything my wife don't like no more. Well, the refrigerator is giving us some problems with like the ice, so we could use a new fridge. But, so we're looking to buy a new stove, a new fridge. We may buy a new dishwasher and microwave just so everything matches, and nobody even comes over to us except PC Richards. So you're looking at spending maybe $5,000, $6,000, and not one person in all three stores, not even looked up to say, "We'll be with you. We're a little busy. We apologize." Don't even raise their head to acknowledge you. Yes, it's the workers. And yes, back in the days when I had those kind of jobs, it was always a manager who was like 50, 60, made sure people did their job. Now you go to these places, the oldest person's 25 years old, and they could care less about the business. You know, my wife always says, whoever does the hiring for Walt Disney World and Trader Joe's, they hire the best employees. Always the best employees. You could go to Trader Joe's. If somebody sees you looking for something, "Can I help you?" I mean, all the time. Not just once or twice, all the time. Same with Disney World. I don't know if they don't tolerate the bull crap. So many of these other companies, maybe they hire them and then they find out that they stink and they can't fire them for some reason. But Disney World and Trader Joe's don't have those problems. All the time, they have the best of the best. Always happy, always smiling, always polite, which is what's needed today. But again, you have to hire, little kids, which I don't know why. I mean, again, when I was working, when I was younger, there was always a 50, 60-year-old manager somewhere. Not no more. Even the supermarkets. When I worked at, it wasn't called Stop and Shop 40 years ago, 30 years ago. It was called Finest. All the managers were always old. Now you go into these stores, look for a person over 25. And I know it's because they don't want to pay him, but that's why the businesses are flopping. You can't also reprimand people. Go to before I go, anybody go to Rye Playland in Rye. See the workers there. It's terrible. I mean, I can't even put a word on it. When I tried to get something last year from one of those little stands, There was like 8 people. Not only were they cursing, yapping, japping, rapping, me and my 10-year-old son at the time is standing there, and finally I'm like, excuse me? I mean, like, it's disgusting. Hearing the way they talk, it was almost like people hanging on a corner with 40s. Like, that's how bad it was. And then they wonder why, but why Playland? Why is the attendance down? Where do you even get these workers from? I mean, there's nobody decent want to work at all no more. And Rye's actually a nice place. Like, where do you get workers from that don't even, like, almost don't want to be there, and that's how they treat you? Like, they don't want you there. Where's the bosses that are like, no, this don't work? There's 8 of yous here. There's 2 people there. First of all, you shouldn't be cursing. You shouldn't be talking about what you're doing on a Friday, Saturday night. And again, I wouldn't even complain if they did what they needed to do. But my son and I are standing there, not for a minute, not for 2 minutes, not for 3 minutes, to the point where my son kept looking at me like, what's wrong? I'm like, there's no one else here but us. Like, do they not see us? Man, I know I could vent on and on and on, but to be honest, that's the reason why these businesses are going out of business. Keep hiring these people who you shouldn't hire. And if you pay well, you'll get people that that are actually good. Don't look to pay, minimum wage. And I think they should also be allowed to fire, though. The problem with, the work today is, if somebody don't commit capital offense, you can't fire them. But that's not fair, because if you own a business and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, you got to let them go. They shouldn't have to do, some crazy things in order to let them go. That's not fair. And that's business 101, people. All right. It's warm. It's hot. That's my rant. I could keep going on and on and on. But like I said the other day in one of these videos, you guys are like my friends on the other side. Maybe I'm hoping to actually get a community of like-minded people for everything. My RCs, my DJs, my ADHD. My son is highly functional on the spectrum. Like, all these, sometimes you just need somebody to vent to. I would also like somebody local that I could crawl with and I could bash with the RCs. Because when I tell you nobody around here has a split second, that's the truth. I see dads going by, seeing me play with these cars, and they look at me like they're gonna cry. The wives look at me like they hate it, and the husbands look at me like, you're so lucky. And granted, I only have one son, so it's not like we have, 6 kids that we're constantly all over the place. But like right now, my wife took my son to the dentist, and then after that, she took him to his friend's house. I didn't need to do that. When he was smaller, I would go to the dentist with him, but he's 11 now. I'm not needed for that. Like, I'm not one of the tag-along dads who tag along just to tag along. The father's actually not going to be home, so it's just the 2 wives and the kids, and so it gives me free time now. Or I do it at night when they go to sleep, or during the day when they're in the pool and I don't want to be in the pool, because my mother-in-law is also here, so that also gives me a break, because there's times that he don't even want me in the pool. He just wants his mother-in-law and his grandmother in the pool. So, but I make time. Or I take my son with me sometimes, but a lot of times he gets bored of RCs quick. And I let him use any one. It's not like you can only use this one, that one. I let him use whatever he wants, but he still gets bored. Anyway, look for the eBay videos coming up. Look for the giveaways. Also, look for the one giveaway I did last week. Oh, I shipped it on Tuesday. I asked him to upload the video when he gets it, just so that people know it's the real deal. It's not a fugazi. If I tell you I'm giving something away, I'm giving it away. No strings attached. Don't cost you anything. It was what it was. Like I said, I have a lot of things I'll be giving away within the next few weeks again. And a lot of things I'll be putting up on eBay that only you guys will get the special prices for. All right, people. I will see you guys later. Hopefully somebody's checking the video out and I'm not ranting to myself for the last few hours. Ciao, everyone. And I see Bad Man. See, I don't know why the comments don't stay up there. I don't even know how. That's one thing I got to fix so that when I'm talking to you guys, I could see the comments. I saw a comment that just popped up real quick and then it disappeared. But I appreciate anyone who does watch. And that's why I try to give back as much as I can. And I'm hoping that if the channel grows, I could still give back. Like I hope to scale it. Like right now, I'm trying to give away good items for you guys. And again, I have no subscriber base. I'm hoping that once the subscriber base grows, that I could give away many more items because I don't want to give away. If I'm giving away a few things now and there's only a few hundred to use, I don't want to give away a few things when there's thousands because then it's not really, you know, it still makes the odds not great. So I'm hoping that I could scale with giving things away. You know, if the audience gets bigger, I have way more things to give away, maybe even some sponsored things to give away eventually. Right now, everything's coming out of my own pocket. I'm doing it because I'm doing it for fun. I'm doing it because sometimes I worked for myself for 20, this October makes 20 years. And working for yourself is great. Working from home is great. But I could tell you working from home could get lonely as a mother. First few years, it's great. You don't have to pay for, you know, lunches or travel and this and that stuff. But man, working from home, and like I said, especially my age, everybody's so busy. I'm 51. Everybody is busy out of the kazoo. Like there's nobody I could possibly say, let's go, you know, crawling or bashing with. It won't happen. So I'm hoping that, you know, with you guys, I do find some local people that I can do that with. I also had one other idea. I'm going to say it before I go. I saw something somebody did on Instagram today, and it's, what is it called? Find the cash or something. I don't know, but I thought it was different, where basically he would hide like 200 bucks under something, a rock, show you where it is, but not like exactly where it is, so people still know how to find it. And there was one for Texas. There was one for a few other places. You know, that may be a way to get local people involved too. Like I'm in the 914 area code, and 914 is pretty big. I mean, 914 is really big. So I would have to break it up because I don't want to just stick to Yonkers or Scarsdale or White Plains because it's so much more than that. Somebody driving by in a nice Ferrari now. Maybe I could show you guys. Can you see it? It's not high enough. Oh no, you can't see it. It's too low. But anyway, it's a nice gray Ferrari. Few people are on here with some nice cars. But anyway, I thought of doing something similar to that, like taking $200-300, hiding it somewhere. Matter of fact, I did that a month or so ago, but not with money. I took some, like I think it was an RC that I had, but a smaller one, like the 70-something scale, and I hid it behind the Walgreens in Eastchester. Now, did anyone find it? I don't know because no one ever posted anything online, so I don't know if they found it or not. I also didn't make I don't know if I made a video. I did make a video, but I just don't know if I saved it. So maybe I got to double check that. But what I'm going to do is maybe leave some things around, some video games, some RCs, and maybe that way I could get some people locally involved too. I know that won't help somebody living, you know, in California, but at least it's a way to maybe get some local people involved. The more the merrier. I also like Jimmy Dart. If anybody's interested in people who give back, follow Jimmy Dart on YouTube and Instagram. When I tell you he gives back to like people in need, he's like human Jesus. That's like the kind of guy he is. He'll see somebody who's down on their luck, talk to them, and his subscriber base is so big that he'll do like a GoFundMe and then like one night raise like 100,000. and then he goes, meets them the next day, and he gives it to them. I mean, he must feel like that must be the best feeling in the world. One day, if I'm lucky enough, but maybe I would do something similar to that. The other thing is Action Kid. If anybody watches Action Kid, he does travel videos. He used to do local, like New York, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, but he got so big now he's doing like different countries. I think he's been in Asia for the last 2.5 months. I don't like those videos as much because I've never been to Asia. I used to like it when he used to go to places that I don't go to no more. Like he passed by my old neighborhood in the Bronx once. He literally passed my street, and it was interesting watching those videos. So I'm gonna probably also do a series of videos of similar to that, except I'm not walking. I'm gonna be driving. Like I'm gonna do Central Avenue from the Bronx all the way up to White Plains, Webster Avenue, 22, because 22 goes all the way from Mount Vernon. It goes through all the way through near where I live, all the way up. Like it changes every 10 minutes. It changes so much you wouldn't even know you're on the same strip. So again, I have a lot of ideas. It's all going to be on the same channel, just listed as different shows to keep me busy, hopefully keep you people entertained. And like I said, maybe I could, it'll be kind of like, my friends, but online. I consider you people my tribe. And that's why when I can do giveaways, I will. So, all right, I talked myself out. I'm going to go inside and eat before my son comes home. And I will be back tonight. Ciao, everyone.